Look under leaves if you want honey nuts. By Billington. This world is a wood, and it's plain to be seen, and folks are all foresters dwelling therein, and whether they lead or they aren't to be led depends upon how many nuts they can get. Be good or be bad, or be gumptious or green, there's nowt to do wi' it if you and to use all your een. They poo 'em o'erboard to find floats in your cuts. Look under leaves if you want honey nuts. There's mony a clown in a fine suit of clothes, and teetotal advocate wi' a red nose, and sanctified sinner on Sunday at church, what owes his uprightness to buckram and starch. There's mony a blackguard rigged out in the best, and mony a gentleman shabbily dressed. Broadcloth and brocade may screen slovens and sluts. Look under leaves if you want honey nuts. Take stock of all bees in our labouring hives, whether single or wed, whether husbands or wives. How they toil and they tow, how they work and they slave. It's a race for a crust, and from cradle to grave. And yet from their number there now and then springs an Arkwright or Stevenson, labours 'thout kings, and they've lifted front wheels of this world out at ruts. Look under leaves if you want honey nuts. An apple's as easy to pluck as a crab, yet lads, when you wed, never ride in a cab, but pick out a partner, a sweet-tempered lass, as'll walk and'll work and take care of your brass. There's nowt in a flaunting and dashing young dame, for hen as'll lay is both modest and tame. It's a peacock or turkey, what stretches or struts. Look under leaves if you want honey nuts. Those ladies and lords at a Cowle thupper 10, they're wonderful beings, half gods, half men, and no wiser nor better nor nobler than us. Their blood is known blue, monarch's nobbod a bus. Well, admit their superior endowments and powers when they torn out a Shakespeare or Burns to lick ours. If there's diamonds in palace, there's arts into thoughts. Look under leaves if you want honey nuts. The cuckoo lays eggs in another bird's nest. There's mony a gowd chain on a guilty man's breast, and mony a fool, if the truth were but known, faithers other folks' faults, and he thinks they're his own. They fancy they're false, do these family men, and their wives up to nines, but they're often misten. For her secrets Dame Nature still out at way puts. Look under leaves if you want honey nuts. An oyster shell is but a rather rough dish, but we find it oft filled with a very fine fish. A sack may be rotten and barley be sound, for gowd is still gowd though it's dug out at ground. The wash-looking fiddle's the best one to play. There's mony a foreman lives up a back way, and weird 'tis no was what contains a few smuts. Look under leaves if you want honey nuts. We know nowt at thegs till we're broken through shell. What's in a mon's noddle there's nobody can tell, nor whether his brain box is empty or full, be fingering bumps on th' outside of his skull. We can't some a fish till we pooed it tit side, nor a knife nor a wife till their temper's been tried. We take friends to be foes till their coffin lid shuts. Look under leaves if you want honey nuts.